Well, I will describe it as both strong and robust. At no other time has Philippine-Japan relationship been as close and as strong as it is today. Japan is one of our two strategic partners. And we can see that Japan has always been very responsive to all of our needs, especially in this recent super typhoon Yolanda. We can see the outpouring of support, not only of the Japanese government, but Japanese corporations and the Japanese people. They have been very, very supportive of the needs of the people, especially in the devastated areas. With regards to the commitment of Japan to assist us in not only in the relief, but even in the rehabilitation efforts, I recall the foreign minister, when he came to the embassy to sign the condolence book, he specifically mentioned to me that if there is anything that your country needs, just let us know. And this was reiterated by a number of Japanese parliamentarians who have repeated it a number of times, that it is something that for our government to request the Japanese government, and they will oblige. So I suppose in this respect, if our president will ask the prime minister for certain things that we badly need right now, then maybe you can see Japan responding very quickly. It will cover a number of things, because you will note that by 2015 there will be a one ASEAN community. And so Japan is committed to assisting the entire ASEAN community for the integration in 2015. So maybe that will be one of the items that will be discussed by the Prime Minister of Japan. And probably also other matters like, the South China Sea, and I don't want to speculate on what the Japanese government will bring up during the discussions, but more or less it's something that will benefit ASEAN. There will be two loans. One is for the patrol vessels, for the 10 patrol vessels, which will be in the magnitude of 18 billion yen. 18 billion yen. And this will be provided through a JICA loan, soft loans. And the other one will be a standby loan of up to 50 billion yen, or roughly 500 million US dollars. This is a standby loan for post-disaster needs of the country. Well, Japan announced 2 months ago doubling of the number of flights between Japan and the Philippines from 119 to 400 now. And we can see already that this coming Christmas season, both Philippine Airlines and Cebu Pacific will be increasing the number of flights between different points in Japan and Manila. So this should really help our tourism industry with the doubling of flights. That's the one that is going to be in the neighborhood of 18.7 billion yen. Yes, this is for the 10 patrol, multipurpose patrol boats. There are quite a number of new investments that we can see in the near future, like with the recent announcement of our President on the adoption of the Japanese digital TV technology project, we expect to see some Japanese companies set up shop in the Philippines to produce things like set-top boxes and other items related to the digital TV. And we can expect employment and opportunities for Filipinos in this area of business. We also are looking forward to when we will finally approve the automotive roadmap. And this will be at the approval of the President. And once this is approved, we can see Japanese car makers, the automobile manufacturers, increasing their activity in the Philippines from assembly to manufacturing. Well, per our records, we have roughly about 208,000 Filipinos all over Japan. And medyo nababawasan na tayo ng konti. There used to be much more a few years ago, but the number has come down in recent years. The Japanese government has become quite strict in just allowing entertainers to come in. You can still come in as an entertainer, but you must have an approved working permit, a contract. So meron pa rin mga entertainers, but the numbers have been reduced drastically. And because Japan observed that there was a lot of exploitation of many of these entertainers in the past, when they were coming in big numbers. They were taken advantage of by either their employers or their agents. So now, with the stricter requirements, it's more under control now. So, mas mahirap na. Well, aside from the fact that all other ASEAN heads of state are coming, ito na ang pagkakataon para kay Presidente magpasalamat sa Japan, especially sa Emperor at sa Prime Minister. These are the two highest Japanese officials. At bukod pa dyan, mga kumpanya na nagbigay generously, and to the Japanese public in general. Napakalaki ng tulong ng Japan sa atin. So I think it's only fitting that the President comes here to say thank you to Japan. So there is nothing wrong with the President coming here. I think it's very important that he shows the country's appreciation. Remember, Japan is going to stay much longer than most other donor countries. Talagang committed sila sa atin. Talagang kung ano ang kakailanganin natin, tutulong talaga sila. Hindi kamukha ng mga iba, after a few weeks, umuwi na sila. No? Pero ang mga Hapon, may iiwan pa sila. So siguro kailangan pasasalamatan natin yung mga yan. 3 weeks ago, they donated 10 million yen. At natanggap na natin yan. And last Friday, bumalik dito yung chairman at ang presidente ng AEON para mag-pledge na they are giving 100 million yen more. Ang breakdown nito ay 48 million yen galing sa mga customers nila. Kasi itong AEON is a very big chain of fast food and department stores. So naglagay sila sa counter nila ng mga collection boxes. And after 3 weeks, they were able to collect about 48 million yen. Ang ginawa nila, they matched it. Ang imbis na 48 million, dinagdagan na nila 52 para binuo na nila 100 million yan. So all in all, 110 or roughly 50 million pesos. Ano. This is the single biggest donation coming from any Japanese company. So it's very heartwarming to know na itong kumpanyang ito na in the Philippines hindi naman ganong kalaki ang negosyo nila, no? This is really a convenience store lang, yung mini stop. Pero ang bigay nila napakalaki. Kaya it's really, it's very touching itong gesture nilang ito.
Kasama si Laruben, kasama si Sukegan din.
One of the members of the
Both Kate and Ren and JCC. Ask company-specific questions.
Siguro mga 6:15 mga ganon. Tapos, after the program, pag umpisa na ng mga photo